Do you want to play at the next level? Do you want to get noticed? Do you want to know what you need to do to play at the levels you're trying to play at? The next level? Stay tuned and listen to these 5 things that you can do immediately. Baseball truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free, both mentally and physically. Welcome back to this episode of the Baseball Truth. I got something that's exciting for us today. Something that is asked of me a lot, like what to do. We're back at the facility. Hopefully we're getting some training started soon, kind of getting out of quarantine and getting back to some normal life and some baseball. But this is a topic that I get asked all the time. And it's basically, how do I get noticed? How do I be seen? You see the hashtag be seen and get noticed and exposure this and showcase that. How do you really do that? So I'm going to give you my top 5 things that you can do, not in any particular order. I think they're ordered, equally important, but I think the top 2 are the most important, and we'll get to that in a minute. But the top 5 things that you can do immediately to be seen and get noticed. And a lot of this stuff is just character issues and attitude adjustment type stuff. So the first one we're going to talk about is lead by example. It's a pretty simple one, and everyone talks about being a leader, leading by example. There's different ways to be a leader. You'll have different attributes as a human being. Some of you guys will be vocal leaders, can encourage people and be really loud. Some of you guys will just be a leader by the way you act and the way you hustle and the way you present yourself. But learn how to lead by example. Are you showing up early? Are you staying late? Are you getting your extra work in? Are you coachable? That's a big one, because your coach is going to go to bat for you a lot of the times. Are you respectful to the game? Are you respectful to the coaches? Do you have respect for the people around you, your teammates? Are you a great student? Obviously, if you don't have good grades, you're not playing at the next level, so you have to understand how important that is. And leading by example, not only on the field but off the field, plays a big role. In other words, coaches at the next level, and we'll talk about the next level mainly being the college level, but this is the same with pro ball too as well. Coaches want kids that are good kids. Coaches want kids that are making good decisions. Coaches want kids that want to work hard and have that example. They want to create a chemistry and environment that people want to be a part of. So if you want to be seen, if you want to get noticed, this is one thing that you have to start with, is learning how to lead by example. Let your actions be what you tell everybody you're going to do. Do what you say you're going to do. Lead by example. So the 5th one is lead by example. Number 4, this is a big one. A lot of you guys have seen a video that I've done on this. Be a great teammate. Being a great teammate is huge, especially at the college level. You have to learn that the game's bigger than you. The game's not all about you. And a lot of times, if I'm going to be completely honest, this get noticed, be seen stuff becomes all about me. And it's okay to promote yourself, and it's okay to want to be seen by people and learn how to do it. But if it's all about you and it's not about the team, it's really, really hard for coaches to really want you into their organization or their program. Learn how to encourage others if you don't do it already. Learn how to have good body language. Nobody wants a pouter. Nobody wants someone that's always down. No one wants the hunched over shoulders. Make sure you're working on body language. Learn how to control your emotions. Don't be a punk. Nobody likes to be around punk teammates that are always talking trash, always sarcastic, always negative. Something's always wrong. No one likes to be around you. Be likable. A likable player is something that coaches want. Coaches are going to spend a lot of time with you. They're usually committing, 2 to 4 years to you, and they want to be around people that they like and that can actually help them too as well. So learn how to be a great teammate. Learn how to have the attitude of I want to win and I want to actually compete for my team versus make it all about you. And we'll get into some of the other stuff, the individual stuff here in a second, but learn how to be a great teammate, because being a great teammate is super important when it comes to recruiting. This isn't talked about enough. Okay, you guys are more concerned with your exit velocities and your distance and your readings off blast motion and all that stuff. Those are important, but you got to learn how to do these intangible things, and being a great teammate is one. Coaches will always watch how you act and how you react to negative situations, and if you're helping your team, if you're encouraging your team, if you're part of the team, or you're isolated. So be a great teammate. Number 3, this is an important one, is be excited, smile, enjoy the game, have some fun, have some energy. You have to understand that this is a game we get to play, and you have to show your real love and your real passion for the game. I have coaches all over the place talk to me about what's called the fun factor. They name it different things, but I call it the fun factor. The fun factor is, does that kid enjoy the game? Does that kid that says he loves the game really portray that when they play? Is there an excitement to play? Is there an energy to play? Is that, again, are they smiling? Are they enjoying it? You go watch any high-level baseball, softball, whatever. Go watch World Series games. Go watch playoff games. And you still see the highest of the highest, the best of the best, the highest basically level that you can possibly play at. They're still smiling and enjoying the game and having that passion and that excitement. So the fun factor is huge when it comes to college coaches and pro coaches too. They want to invest in people that are going to have fun enjoying what that commitment is. And it should be fun at the same time. So make sure you guys are having fun and being excited about it. I see this a lot. I see kids that are constantly going to showcase events and going from team to team and doing all this stuff all about them, and they really sometimes lose the excitement for the game. And if you're not excited to play, I guarantee you're not going to have as much exposure that you want to have. So be excited. These next two are the most important in my opinion. I think they're important for obvious reasons when I get to it. But the first one, the number 2 aspect is play harder than everybody else all the time. Play harder than everyone all the time. Every day, everything you do, practice, games, everything you do, play harder than them. Hustle everywhere. Are you the guy that likes to sprint on and off the field just in the first inning? Or do you do that every inning of every game all the time that you play? Because people are watching you do that kind of stuff. Just so you know, I've talked to numerous scouts. I used to be a scout, and we watch that kind of stuff. We watch, is it just kind of this hyped up first inning thing, or is it something that they can stay focused on during the game? Do you communicate confidently? Are you playing harder and you're encouraging others and you're talking the game out? Are you communicating the game? Are you engaged in the game? Are you playing with that intense passion? Because if you compete compassionately, you're going to outwork everyone. You're going to out-hustle everyone. You're going to out-compete everyone, which is going to allow you to outplay everyone. So this is why playing harder than everyone else all the time is so important. It's one of the best things that you can do to get noticed and to be seen. I love players that play harder than everybody else. I call them dirtbags. Those dirtbag kids, those bulldog type of kids that just play super hard. They don't care who's pitching. They're going to compete. They're going to dive head first after the ball everywhere. They're going to go into the wall to catch the ball. They're going to do everything that they can to play as hard as they can every time to help the team and for the betterment of the team. So if you're that person, you're going to get noticed a lot more and you're going to be seen a lot more. So make sure that you're learning how to play harder than everyone else every day, all the time. Compete hard in practice even. Play harder in practice, because when you play hard in practice, you're going to play hard in the game. So play harder than everyone else is a big one. Now, we're going to get to this last one. And this last one is completely obvious, but it's not talked about enough. Because a lot of times you're told at a young age that, hey, you got to do this tournament and this exposure and this video and that, and you're doing all this stuff, but the main focus is always the main focus, and that's number 1. This is the number 1 thing that you have to do to get noticed. Is be good enough. You have to be good enough. If you're not good enough to play at the next level, you're not going to get noticed. So if you're not spending all of your time and effort into getting better, you're not going to get noticed. And I say it this way. If you're not dominating the level that you're at, how do you expect to have a chance at the next level? If you're not dominating high school ball and you're not one of the best in high school ball, how do you expect to play at the college level? If you're not dominating where you're at now, don't expect to get to the next level. And this is an encouragement to you guys. It's important to focus on all these things that we're focusing on and how to get seen and what to do and doing the due diligence, but you have to focus, number 1, on being the best you can possibly be. Are you baseball smart? Do you understand the game? This is a big one. A lot of times you see kids with physical tools, but they don't understand the game and they don't get opportunities because coaches want smart ball players. They want kids that understand, they have the instincts. And are you relentless? And are you intentional about being the best you can be? Do you get in the weight room regularly? Do you work on speed and agility? Are you constant with your diet? Are you eating the right things and not eating the things you shouldn't be eating? Are you getting enough sleep? Obviously, we talked about grades. Are you getting good grades? Are your off-field decisions showing how serious you are about playing at the next level? Meaning, are you surrounding yourself with the right people regularly so you're not getting in trouble off the field, right? These are all things that are super important to help you be good enough. Right? Your surroundings of who you are as a person and your accountability with your people group around you is super important. So I want to encourage everybody, the number 1 thing that you need to do to get noticed is work on your craft, work on your skills, be the best you can possibly be all the time. And it's never going to be good enough. I got a secret, everybody. Listen to this. If you want to play at the next level, if you want to keep playing beyond where you're at right now, you have to keep getting better. you're never gonna be good enough, ever. You're never gonna be good enough. You're never gonna be good enough to stop working is what I'm trying to say. So be good enough in the aspect of I'm gonna keep working hard. I'm gonna keep pushing through. I'm gonna challenge myself a little bit more. I'm gonna get better in this aspect. I'm gonna get faster. I'm gonna get stronger. I'm gonna throw harder. I'm gonna become a better base runner. I'm gonna get smarter. I'm gonna study the game. Keep working on being good enough, because the good enough part is gonna give you those opportunities. And the reality of it is, this is what I kind of want to end with, is when you're good enough, you don't need to worry about being seen. You're going to be seen. You're going to get talked about. The best players I've ever coached and the ones that were good enough, people came to watch them. Now, obviously, there's a whole crowd of kids that aren't on that level, right? Not everybody has that same talent, but you need to work hard to try to get to that level, because being good enough and the talent part is the most important thing when it comes to a coach. And this is just brutally honest, right? No coach tells me, hey, I say, hey, go look at this guy. He's a great teammate and he works hard. They always say, is he good enough? Like, how good is he, right? You have to be good. The talent is super important. So just be encouraged by this and be reminded by this, that you can do all the stuff in the world to be seen and to get exposure. But if you're not putting forth that work and getting the right training and the right stuff in your body and doing the right things regularly, you're not going to have opportunities to be seen. So take this, go get this stuff done, do these 5 things, spread the word, please subscribe, hit that subscribe button over here, I think it is, and please turn on your notifications for these videos. I'm going to start doing a lot more new ones, but go get it, go get seen by getting better and being good enough.